Hi there, I'm Christian Lonzi and I'm accompanied by Damien Welch, and welcome to the Jellis Craig Quarterly Market Update.
Welcome back to our first market wrap for 2023 in what promises to be a fascinating year.
At the moment, Damien, it appears only two words dominate the discussions of mortgage holders, and those are interest rates.
There's little doubt that many buyers and sellers appear to have gone into their shell after 9 consecutive rate rises, with new listings across Melbourne tumbling 22%. The Reserve Bank of Australia in early February increased the official cash rate to a decade high of 3.35%, and it indicated there may be more rate rises to come, and sooner rather than later. The positive for existing owners is that low level of available housing stock is likely to cushion any perceived fall in property values, and it is also worth considering that supply and demand equation is returning to a neutral level, meaning buyers or vendors can prosper equally.
I quite agree, Damien. Where many see doom and gloom, I prefer to see opportunity, and particularly for those patient buyers who may have found the competition a little too hot to handle during the post-pandemic boom. These qualified buyers have accumulated a sizable deposit over a long period of time and were not prepared to pay any price to secure property. And instead, were happy to bide their time, and that patience could finally be rewarded.
Many people find it hard to believe the market is continually booming. The big picture, I see this as a minor bump rather than a major correction.
In many ways, it reminds me of the lull in the market before the introduction of the GST back in 2000, which seems a lifetime ago now, and in several periods since in which prices tend to plateau. I envisage the current wait-and-see approach adopted by many prospective vendors will result in a pent-up demand in coming months and market conditions begin to improve. The downside of this approach is leaving the decision to sell until everyone else feels the same and miss out on the potential excess attention on your property when competition is lower.
As we know, timing is everything in real estate, so I definitely recommend that you continue to engage with your trusted professionals and give yourself sufficient time to prepare for sale.
The opposite appears to have occurred in the past quarter in the rental market, where demand for quality property continues. Vacancy rates in Kensington and Flemington have halved to 0.4% since November, with only 16 properties vacant in the 3031 postcode throughout January. Likewise, Essendon dropped to 1.5% in January from 2.4% only a month earlier. What that tells us is that this limited availability of inner city properties is forcing renters to looking further afield and lifting rental prices in surrounding areas in what's best described as the ripple effect. It's definitely one trend to watch, Damien.
Throughout the last quarter, our dedicated property management team have been very active in what is traditionally one of the busiest times of the year. Their efforts are translating into rent rises, which reflect the volatility of interest rates. From the start of November until the end of January, the average rent in the 3031 postcode rose by approximately $30 per week. That's 2% in the rolling quarter, and that trend was primarily driven by strong results in housing. Average rents in 3040 postcode also lifted about $14 a week. Our dedicated team leased 83 properties in that period, which provides another reason why prospective landlords should consider the services of Jellis Craig.
So despite the negativity surrounding interest rates, there are plenty of upsides for rental providers and a reason for optimism in 2023 on the sales front. Well, that's all for now, but before we go, just a quick reminder on some of our community events that we're sponsoring at the moment. The St. Teresa's Centenary Fair, which will be held on the 26th of March. And of course, we want to wish the best of luck to the Liverpool riders who are doing a massive trip across New Zealand to end children's cancer once and for all. A very worthy cause. Thanks again for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next quarter.
Thank you.